Hi, everyone, and welcome to Love Out Loud. My name is Talia Washington, and I am the Executive Director of Higher Achievement DC Metro. Tonight's event is a beloved higher achievement tradition with a twist. Our night of poetry brings together scholars across all of higher achievement, including Baltimore, Prince George's County, Alexandria, DC, and Richmond. Our scholars have become poets, performers, and producers for the evening, writing original works and sharing them through their own recorded videos. While we aren't able to see your smiling faces and hear your applause, we'd love to hear who's joining us this evening. Please introduce yourself in the chat and make sure to select all panelists and attendees. Tonight's event is all about our scholars, but I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you who are here and who make our program and our scholars' dreams possible. I'm especially grateful for tonight's sponsors, especially Brown Greer PLC, our board, the host committee, our staff, scholar families, and our mentors. Our young people are leaders and change makers of tomorrow, and it's a privilege to follow their progress as they graduate from higher achievement and begin to chart their own paths as adults. I'd like to introduce you tonight to one such talented alumna. Jermisha is a current senior at Eastern High School here in Washington, DC, and was recently honored as a Posse Scholar. Posse Scholars are an elite group of leaders and trailblazers who receive a full ride to college, as well as academic and career support throughout their 4 years and beyond. Welcome, Jermisha.
Thank you, Talia. It's great to be back here with my higher achievement family.
Hi, well, yes, you really are part of the family here. From scholar to volunteer to intern, and now coming back to speak tonight. What brought you to higher achievement and what's kept you around?
I first joined the program because I felt as if I needed extra assistance in terms of school. Being one of 7 children, I didn't always have anyone around to help me with my work, and higher achievement gave me the attention and guidance that I needed in middle school. I especially value the mentoring and relationships that I built at Center. I didn't have a lot of friends when I started higher achievement, and program definitely helped me open up and become more confident and social. Towards the end of my higher achievement journey, I could see a noticeable difference in my grades and my character. I learned so much about myself in the program, including how much I was capable of doing when I gave my all. When I graduated in 8th grade, I just wasn't ready to let go. You couldn't get rid of me.
That's right, and we weren't ready to say goodbye either.
I stuck around volunteering in the office and then went on to intern at Higher Achievement through high school, which was definitely a rewarding experience as a graduate of the program. I really felt like the work that I was doing and the work that Higher Achievement does directly benefited scholars. The people from Higher Achievement that have stood beside me from middle school onward have made a huge impact on my life. Mentors like Ms. Catherine have helped me to identify and develop my own strengths and learning style. I still keep in touch with my mentors, and 2 of them even took me on college trips. And higher achievement staff helped me identify and apply to programs like the MICVA Challenge and the Global Youth Leadership Academy.
Okay, tell me about those.
Well, MICVA is a youth advocacy program whose mission is to address social issues and help us as young people learn to advocate for ourselves and our peers. As a part of the program, I got to go to Iowa and work with the Elizabeth Warren campaign. It was freezing there, -7 degrees, but so worth it because I actually got to meet Elizabeth Warren.
Wow, okay, that's amazing. What an incredible experience.
I loved it. I also got to travel to Switzerland with the Global Youth Leadership Academy, thanks to funding from Higher Achievement board member Brian Flagel. The trip helped me embrace and develop my leadership skills and gave me the opportunity to travel all across the country. There were beautiful hikes, scavenger hunts, picnics, and great conversations. I still keep in touch with a lot of the people that I met on that trip. My ability to participate in programs like MICVA and Global Youth Leadership Academy have been a direct reflection of the people at Higher Achievement who have stood by to support me.
Well, Teresa, there's no doubt in my mind that your leadership skills are going to take you far, and it's been an honor to support you as you build them up. Speaking of leadership, tell me more about the Posse Scholarship.
Posse scholars are selected from a wide pool of high school applicants and receive academic and career support before, during, and after college. As a Posse scholar, this fall I'll be attending Lewis and Clark College in Portland, Oregon.
Amazing. We are incredibly thrilled for you, Jermisha, and this experience that you've worked so hard for. Going off to college is an exciting milestone.
I'm so excited for what's to come. I may even do a cross-country road trip this summer to get to Oregon. I'm definitely looking forward to be able to learn lots of different things and explore what speaks to me most in college. And I definitely won't have to worry about doing it alone because I'm part of a Posse cohort. I am one of 10 Posse scholars from the DMV area that will be attending Lewis and Clark in the fall, and we've been meeting once a week, starting in January, running through August for team building. Posse truly does provide support beyond just the scholarship and even beyond college, and they are invested in our long-term success.
Amazing. Congratulations again. I can see in the chat that people are sharing in your excitement. So wonderful. Our scholars' poems tonight reflect on the theme of voices for change. You've been using your voice as an advocate and a leader, and I know that you'll continue to do so when you go off to college. What does the theme tonight mean for you personally?
I've experienced firsthand some of the struggles and victories our scholars will share tonight, and they are an important part of my story. I don't carry it with a heavy heart either. My story is what drives me. Sharing my story, listening to the experiences of my peers, and hearing poetry tonight helps me to connect with others. When we share these things, we are able to relate with one another and open ourselves up to what other people's unique experiences have to offer. My own story lit a fire within me to be more, do more, and succeed more. I'm proud of our scholars who are bravely and passionately expressing themselves through poetry tonight.
Beautifully said, Jermisha. Thank you so much for joining us this evening and for sharing your story. And again, congratulations. So before we begin the poetry portion of the evening, I'd like to take a moment to recognize from the past year. We recently passed the 1-year mark since we last saw our scholars in person, and we have all endured a tumultuous year of a pandemic, continued racial inequity, educational uncertainty, political upheaval, and more. I invite you to please join me in a moment of silence to honor the lives of those lost over the past year. Throughout this year, our scholars have demonstrated resiliency and commitment. Tonight's event is the culmination of weeks of hard work and preparation. Scholars studied language styles, poetic elements, and the works of well-known artists. Their words tonight contain reflections of love, loss, ambition, and triumph. I know it will be hard to choose, but you will have the opportunity to vote for your favorite poem this evening. So try to remember the names as we go. So without further ado, let's welcome to the virtual stage our scholar poets.
Hi everyone, my name is Zainab. I'm in the 6th grade and I go to Ward 4 Higher Achievement Center. The poem I'm reciting is called Let Our Voices Be Heard. Small voices don't get listened to, for people are always saying they don't care. Only if they knew these voices could change the world. They would change the world like no one else could. If only the people listened to small voices. If only the people didn't argue instead of listening. If only the people knew these small voices were once ignored. So listen to small voices, for they will change the world. Let our voices be heard.
Hi, my name is Nazir. I go to Ward 7 Higher Achievement, and I'll be presenting a poem called Guns Down, Hearts Up. We lost lives, Black Lives Matter. There is no reason why we shouldn't lose Breonna Taylor. Yvonne McNoy, George Floyd, they knew what they was doing. It was their choice. Say their names, don't be scared. Because if it wasn't for them, they would still be here. Take a stand, don't be afraid. Get your knees off our necks. I can't breathe. Go ahead, come on, take a stand with me. Be the movements and save lives. Black Lives Matter. Let's do or die.
Hi, our names are Isabella Ersman Holland and Jersey Torture Flores, and we are 6th grade scholars from Ward 1. Our poem is titled A Message to America.
American staff scholars all through the world. We need to stop the racism now. We hate watching on the news that every time there's something going on with Black lives. And white people keep protecting the fact that Black people keep freaking dying and they don't freaking care. We also hate that when Black people protest, they get tased and killed, and when white people protest, they don't get tased or killed, like what happened in the riot of the Capitol. We also hate the fact that non-Black people are using stuff that is for Black people, and other people take our stuff like hair products, which are specifically for Black people.
And again, stop with the racism now!
Hi, my name is Anthony Pearson. I'm in 7th grade. My achievement center is Brooklyn Achievement Center, and my poem is Inequality, Discrimination, and Racism. All we do is tear each other down every day. Well, what about all those people that want to make a change? How can we change if we don't even work together to make that difference? We just take all those people for granted and don't even care about what they're saying. Every day, a person endures racism. Every day, a person endures discrimination. If we want peace, we must earn it, and the way to earn peace is respect.
My name is Davion Washington. I'm an 8th grade scholar at Bouchard Achievement Center, and my poem is titled We the People. We the people applies to everyone, right? Wrong. Instead of asking others, you assume. Potential winners getting well wishes from balloons. It's I, for one, put down the gun and think of their future as a leader. Could have been a writer, lawyer, teacher, or a local preacher. Now, I ain't mad at you. I'm just blinded by the fact that you kill our blood, get no years in jail, and say guns don't kill people. What came first? The racial profiling or the thought of fear? Think about it. We the people should be able to go on a run without thinking about our last time on earth. We the people should be able to get snacks from 7-Eleven with no problems. We the people should be able to get in the house safely without any harm. But no, we can't live that luxury. We the people, we the people.
Hi, my name is Garima Hanley, and I'm the Executive Director of Higher Achievement Baltimore. It is both an honor and a privilege to share the virtual stage tonight with our scholars. Their powerful words go beyond this evening's performance. Our scholars use their voices every day to question, engage, advocate, and influence. Tonight, we're hearing from just a small group of scholars, but they are a reflection of their broader community and youth in Baltimore, DC Metro, Richmond, and beyond. Young people are using their voices across the country to speak up for justice, inspire positive change, and we are here to stand alongside them. This spring, our mentors covered powerful content in their humanities lessons, including changing the Mississippi flag, historic Black hairstyles through the Crown Act, climate change, and immigration. During these lessons, scholars have the opportunity to engage with current events and their broader context. They have the opportunity to discuss the impact and reflect on what they mean to them personally. At Higher Achievement, our academic enrichment programming is anchored in our 4 social justice pillars: freedom, voice, justice, and solidarity. These pillars help our scholars to process the world around them, to think critically, and to be change makers in their own communities. Day in and day out, we help them build the academic, social, and emotional skills to thrive and lead. Love Out Loud is one of the many ways in which Higher Achievement encourages scholars to shape and share their voices in powerful ways. As you hear tonight, they have so much to share, and we are here to listen.
Hi, my name's Amy. I'm from Ward 4 Higher Achievement Center. My poem is titled Nature. Nature is calming and a peaceful word. It compromises trees, animals, and birds. We have learned to call it Mother Nature, but sadly all we do is ruthless torture. Nature is so beautiful it blows our minds. You can lose yourself or find yourself at the same time. Let's be sensible and show our humanity. Let's protect Mother Nature for our community. Nature is being destroyed every day. If we keep wiping away, wildlife will be no colors but gray. Red berries, blueberries, all of a kind. Destroying nature is wrongful and not fine. We can all communicate and work together. If we don't do it now, we won't do it ever.
Hello, my name is Derek Hernandez, and I'm from the Higher Achievement Center in Alexandria, and I'd like to present to you my poem called The Seasons. There are 4 seasons. In the spring, you can hear the raindrops go plink. When there's bees, try not to get stinged. In summer, you feel the heat. The sun is next to you, and you feel like you can't even speak. Running to the truck of ice cream, you might, but if you don't catch it, you'll give out a cry. In the fall, the leaves fall down, like a plane without an engine falling to the ground. Jumping in piles of leaves, but when you're done, you might have to clean. In the winter, it is really cold. If you've been naughty, you'll get coal. Building snowmen and having snowball fights. Hope you don't slip on the ice.
I want to be a teacher. I will be a teacher. I'll be happy being a teacher, and I will thank God for making me a teacher. I will tend to my students like a gardener. My whiteboard and dry erase marker will be my water hose as I spray each and every one of my students with knowledge. I will strive to be the best teacher there ever was. My stimulating worksheets will be like my shovel as I dig open their minds and fill them with facts, truth, and certainty. Teaching will be my strong suit. Teaching will be my profession. I will not claim to create humanity. However, through teaching, I will contribute to its growth. Like a parent, I will protect the frail minds of my scholars. I'll make them 10 times smarter. I'll open my heart and listen to them without hesitation. Like a second mother, I will guide them to be the best of the best. Because all who are presidents, judges, doctors, and principals all need a teacher in their life because they create and contribute to the country, the justice, the health, and the whole world. So without teachers, there is no future. And be a teacher is what I will strive for.
Hi, I'm a 6th grade scholar from Alexandria Center, and my poem is titled A New Future. Pollution. Do you feel indifferent when we speak of this global issue? Don't you see how this world is going bad like a rotten banana? And I hate to say it, but it's becoming part of our everyday routine. Just want to say, if you ever notice the bright, beautiful, clear day, know that sooner or later it will go away. But the way we are now, sooner more than later. The world will see that you never get to look at that once so beautiful sky again, but rather your tears from realizing what could have been is now lost. You say you care, you say the world is important to us all, but you never do. You say that you'd love to be an activist, but I know those are all blind promises and words. You see the skies and dark clouds coming out of buildings, but yet you do nothing. When the day comes that the impact is so unbearably strong that you have nothing but a litter-filled world left, you try and try to fix it all, but you know it's too late. You had a chance, but swatted it away like a fly. Now do those actions needed before that becomes a reality. This carbon-filled world doesn't have to have a horrible fate. So we will research and fix this world out of this unpleasant state. And no, we will not back down when it gets hard. We will not falter in the face of our realization that you need to make pollution because you don't. Do something. Show the world or even just your family and friends what you can do against this growing problem. I don't know if a little poem, especially one made by a young person like me, is going to change the whole world. But I do know, little by little, if we spread the word to others, share with them what has gone so terribly wrong in our perfect world, then I know we will accomplish our goal and we will sing our victory song. That's a far, far, far and terribly long road for us to drive, but we will get it done. I know a new era of great change has begun. We can and we will arrive at the end of the road. It will be hard, yes, and long, of course, but if we show all the new generations to come a beautiful world to live in rather than one we had to experience, then it will be all worth it.
Hi, my name is Noelle Tisfai, and I'm in the 8th grade, and I go to the Ward 4 Higher Achievement Center, and this is my poem called Climate Change. The world around us is changing fast. The ground beneath us is now being trashed. We're trying to fix the deeds of the past, but time is catching up to us way too fast. When the air fills our lungs, then we realize what needs to be done. First, we restore our earth and have some fun. Then we make sure we won't make the same mistake twice, so we don't have to pay the cruel, cruel price. Oceans filled with bottles and bags that used to be an ocean wonderland. If we fix what we messed up, then we don't have to give up. Now it's our turn to appreciate what we have, so future generations can have a chance at the amazing world we have.
Wow, what amazing poetry we've heard so far tonight. My name is Katie Comerford, and I am the Executive Director of Higher Achievement Richmond. We've heard some really powerful poems already this evening, and I am so proud of our scholars, and I know you are too. In our opening poem this evening, Zainab poignantly called us to listen to small voices, for they will change the world. And that's exactly what we aim to do at Higher Achievement. Listening to and raising up the voices of our scholars is critical. Their words hold power. And this year, marked by pandemic, racial justice reckoning, virtual school, and chronic uncertainty, we've been reminded just how much relationships matter. Higher Achievement pairs scholars with staff and caring mentors to provide the tools for scholars to define their future and achieve their dreams. As you hear tonight, our scholars are passionate and driven and are standing alongside them. We are standing alongside them to ensure that they have the opportunities to pursue all of those dreams. We are all, each of us, all of us here tonight, part of the important community surrounding our scholars in celebration of all their potential. As scholars begin to form their own identities, we are here to stand alongside them and encourage them every step of the way. Thank you to all of our scholars for allowing us to be part of your journey and for sharing your poetry with us tonight.
Hello, my name is Aiden Higgins. I'm in 7th grade and I attend Brooklyn Higher Achievement. The title of my poem is called Respect. People want you to respect others, but how can you respect others without respecting yourself? You're kept silent like a prisoner, swept under the rug like a bug until you crawl yourself out. Respecting yourself isn't easy. There are drawbacks and setbacks. Maybe it's how the internet portrays you, pressuring you until you break through when you finally meet their criteria. Maybe it's how you don't fit the standards or how you're just a bystander. But knowing you are enough, and it's okay to not always be tough, will help you find that confidence to stand up and believe in yourself, because loving oneself will help you find the confidence that will show you are worthy, the confidence that will help you stand up for what is right and will bring you upright to stand up for others, so others don't have to suffer and you won't have to mutter to be heard.
Hello, my name is Randy Alvarez, and I'm from the 8th grade, and I'm from Alexandria's Center. And my poem's name is called A Frog's Life. Finally, morning at last, I hear the sound of water while eating organic food. Sticky pads on feet, hops on logs and lily pads. I jump into the pond. I am a big frog. I am not just big, but cute. I am the best frog.
Hi, my name is Axel. I'm a scholar of Alexandria Center. Uh, my poem name is Soccer Ball. It was my friend. I lost it over a barn of wine. Friends, I was like obviously a friend. I would always kick it. It was older than me with a perfectly clean leather, but I will always be mine.
My name is Naya Young Savage, and I will be doing a poem on race and appearance. My hair is curly, not straight or wavy, but it's like my hair is an early combination of coarse and straight, and it's obedient. It needs no ingredients. Yes, but then again, it's coarse, but not coarse, straight, but not straight. It's very easy to notice. It even started a debate on whether it's coarse or even straight or coarse, but the word curly is a reasonable source. Yeah, of course, I got made fun of a lot. It's like they were planning to plot on me. I don't know why, but it's not right, and you need to agree. Kids made fun of my teeth. What did I do to make you see underneath? My lips that are thick, but not thick. Thin to some people, where do I even begin? It's time to create a plot to get out of this, because it's all I've got. I look white to some people, but not black enough for others. I want to talk, but not get in a fight. But every time I talk, it's like I want to get my brothers. Can people just stop having to deal with race? I guess not, because we have to shove it in their face. Lose your race, face your past, just last. You can't forget that there's no regret for being you. That's who I believe in.
Hi, my name is Mustafa Sangare. I go to the Alexandria Higher Achievement Center, and this is my poem, The Son of Kings. I'm a boy of kings and lions from a family of strong men and women. I am from a Senegalese to American dream. I am the son of 1,000,000 kings and 1,000,000 queens. I am more like you than I am different. I am from peace and love.
Hi, my name is Amaya Foster, attending Meridian Public Charter School in the 8th grade. I also attend Higher Achievements Ward 8 campus. Today, I will be performing my poem, Define. Washington, D.C., the Northeast, the Southeast, the wealth, oh my healthy, the joy, the sadness, the emotion, playing soccer in the rain, the ballet, the tap, the dance, the people who surround me, the fun times, the bad times, the crying after school, the short jokes, the cute clothes, or the ugly. Who cares about these many things that don't define this young black gifted girl who is small and nice but sometimes thinks twice, the sensitivity about everyone else, especially herself, the love she has for everyone around her, the confidence that builds her up every day, the motivation for her to go to school every day and do well. Her beautiness every time she wakes up in the morning, the funniest that makes everyone laugh. This is Amaya and what she is defined by with nothing else. Believe yourself and nobody else. Don't let anyone tell your story because you are who you are.
Hello, my name is Fortuna McClendon. I am in the 8th grade. I'm from the Alexandria Center, and my poem is called Blossom. Beautiful, tall, and grand, a scenery for comfort and tourism. Take your fingers to your screen. Move your thumb and index finger in an outward motion to zoom in. Can you see the rough patterns across my coffee bark? Or can you see my 3 broken branches, the aftermath of a little boy who thought he could climb to the sky? Maybe you can see the heart carved in by 2 teenagers, only for one to come back a year later and cross it out. Even the sky was crying in pity. Well, can't you see the small nest on my left side? Home to an eastern bluebird and her 4 baby chicks. Oh, the sugary music they always make. Most certainly you can see the mud hole near my roots, made by next generation architects. Right? Not even the pair of sneakers dangling from my branch, hung up by a boy and his friends in loving memory of another, promising to always come back to each other. You can only see pixels? How odd.
Thank you to all the scholars who have so far shared their words tonight. We just heard from a group of scholars exploring the powerful themes of identity, belonging, and respect. Middle school is such a critical time of development for our young people. They are exploring their own passions, shaping their ambitions, and growing into the leaders of their communities. At Higher Achievement, we encourage our scholars to speak up and dream big. And with the help of so many, we provide the academic and social support and real-world experiences that enable them to achieve those dreams and define their own identities. Field trips, college tours, small group mentoring, one-on-one staff support, and more prepare scholars to thrive in high school and beyond. Our scholars and their peers are the leaders of tomorrow, and the words that they shared tonight demonstrate their passion, their creativity, and their talent. They give me hope. And now I am honored to introduce the final poets for this evening.
Hi, my name is Amani Jackson. I currently attend Binford Middle School, and the title of my poem is Black Lives Matter. Black lives matter, that's all I should have to say, right? Yet Black people fear for their lives every day. And some Black people don't even have the guts to say, Black lives matter, or they fear they will be shot down right away. But I don't get it, not one bit. Black lives do matter. So why are Black people? Why am I so afraid to say it? Whenever I try, I feel the words flee from my mouth, silent as a desert and feeling nothing but despair. But here, I can say it as many times as I want, without objection. So hear me out. Black lives matter, Black lives matter, Black lives matter.
Hello, my name is Rocky Wesson. I'm a Ward 1 5th grade scholar, and the title of my poem is What Bothers Me About Racism. What bothers me about racism, you may ask? Well, you see, I feel that the color of your skin shouldn't matter. I believe that your racism shouldn't be something in our community. You may ask why. It's because it hurts people's feelings and people get killed because of it. Police kill people because of the color of their skin. They judge people before they even get to know them, or even if they have a weapon. It's like white people are the predators and colored people are the prey. It's too often that colored people get less respect than white people. BML has arrived for a reason. Because of the way Black people have been treated, we can make a change in the world for the better, make people believe in humanity again by being positive about other people's skin color.
Hi, my name is Aaliyah Batchelor. I'm in the 7th grade. I go to Binford Higher Achievement, and this is my poem, 2020. All summer long, summer was boring. COVID was messing up everything, even our employees. All of this protesting, it's having people dying. The families are mourning. They can't stop crying. Everyone in this world needs civil rights. We need to stop picking between Black and white. I would love to contribute to all these fires, but the world is getting worse, hours by hours. In order to fix this world and get it back to brand new, we must conclude, but don't forget about this big flu. Coronavirus is another thing we cannot decline. We need to be careful since this vaccine is on the line. Every day there's an argument. It's either coronavirus, the president, or Black Lives Matter. There should be no such thing as diversity. We are all the same people, just different personalities. We all pledge to the flag every morning to show that our world is truly important.
I'm Alexis Badu, an 8th grade Greenbelt High Achievement Scholar, and my poem is titled Share. They snap, they like, they comment, they share with the world, makeup tips and how to dance. A couple pics and 1,000 likes, all by the wrist, they say, just a few swipes. Things are happening, things are taking place, yet we see videos on how to do your hair. People are dying and people are crying, and all we see is how to make your skin clear. They are the reason why so little care. The little ones who adore their videos are the same ones who will learn not to care. Not to care about the beatings, not to care about the protests, not to care about injustice, not to care about people besides themselves. They will continue to talk about how they got their lips so luscious but will not understand the true meaning of justice. You, the one sitting there, stranger to the world, voice hushed, you will be the reason why they learn to care. Your follower count is not your limit. The amount of likes you get on your post is not your limit. The amount of people who view your story daily is not your limit. Content restrictions is not your limit. So why aren't you sharing? Why aren't you informing? What is holding you back? You will share and you will teach. Make sure they can reach an understanding in which they believe life isn't fair. Teach about oppression. Teach about situations. Teach about the things happening on the news. Your voice is valiant, valid, victorious, veridical, inner reach, valid, is located on the very verge of this earth. Share because you care. Share because you want to see a difference. Share because life needs to be changed. Share because no one should have to endure pain. Share because you have a voice. People will thank you for the simple reason that you shared. Because of you, you saved a world, a nation, a country, an economy, a family, a child, a life. Your voice, the only voice in which could change your land, all because you stood up and decided to share.
Thank you to all of our incredibly talented poets. I can't thank you enough. In a moment, we will be sharing a link to a poll in the chat for you to vote for your favorite poem of the evening. Take a moment to review the names of the poets and the poems and cast your vote. We had a lot of young poets share their work this evening, and I know it's hard for you to choose just one of your favorites, and I really don't envy you. But just click in the chat right now to cast that vote. If you need it, the screen that we're sharing now should help you remember the names of all of our scholar poets, the titles of their poems, and their photos. Just looking at this list, I'm just truly inspired and overwhelmed by all of the talent. They were all incredible. I think you can agree. I now have the privilege of introducing you to a 9th grader from Franklin Military Academy and an alum of our Henderson Achievement Center. As you cast your votes, please welcome Richmond's own Connie Whitaker.
Hi, my name is Connie Whitaker, and I previously attended Henderson Higher Achievement. My experience at Higher Achievement was awesome. I loved seeing my friends and the staff every day after school. My favorite days were Tuesdays and Thursdays when I got to see the mentors. The activities they had planned for us were always fun. When I participated in Love Out Loud, it was a very new and fun experience for me. I wrote a poem about what I didn't know what to write about, and I got 4th place at the center-based Love Out Loud, so I got to participate in the citywide Love Out Loud. It was a very fun experience for me, and I loved it. Now I am in the 9th grade. I attend Franklin Military Academy. I have straight A's, and I've opened my own brownie business. One day, I would love to spread my brownie business all across the world and everybody to have a taste of my sweet treats. I hope you have a fun time at Love Out Loud, just like I did.
Thank you, Connie. It was great to see your face. I am definitely going to be calling you for some brownies. Heads up. Every day, our scholars are engaging the world around them through their words and their actions. And tonight, they spoke about a wide variety of topics that are on their hearts and on ours too. Racial inequity, climate change, the effects of the ongoing pandemic, and questions of how we identify ourselves. Their words are vulnerable, compelling, and inspirational. And remember, higher achievement scholars are middle school students, 5th through 8th grade. I know you will all join me in applauding them for their bravery in sharing their original poetry tonight and for speaking up in such powerful ways. We are so honored to share their voices with you here tonight. While everyone is voting, and don't forget to click on the link in the chat, vote now, please. I'd like to take a moment and thank our mentors, our staff, families, volunteers, and last but not least, our poetry elective instructor, Danielle Galloway, who encouraged and prepared our scholars for their performances this evening. If you have not yet voted, please do so now. We'll be closing the voting in 3, 2, 1. Thank you for all of you for casting your votes. I know it was hard to choose just one. And more importantly, thank you so much for joining us here tonight after a full year of Zoom events. While we may not be able to applaud in person, please join me in the chat in congratulating all of our scholars for their creativity and their talent. Select all participants and attendees in the chat so that everyone can see your cheers and your encouragement. Opportunities matter. Our scholars matter. Their voices matter. Each of us plays a vital role in helping to further our mission to close the opportunity gap during these pivotal middle school years. If you'd like to learn more and support our program, please visit the link that's in the chat now. I'd like to extend a huge final thank you to our talented scholar poets and to all of you for joining us this evening. And now, without further ado, tonight's winners are: in third place, Davian and Anaya. In second place, Zainab and Amaya. And in first place, Alexis. Congratulations. Thank you to all of our scholars for participating tonight. And now we will be closing the evening with poems from Baltimore mentors Terry Porter and Antoine R.J. Wright.
Hi, my name is Terry Porter. I was a former mentor at Lakeland, Baltimore, here in Baltimore City. I mentored 5th and 6th grade girls for 2 years. With Higher Achievement, I absolutely loved my time working with Higher Achievement. I'm so grateful and glad to be back for Love Out Loud this year. My poem is entitled One Day. They say one day it'll all make sense. They said one day you'll look back and smile. They said one day you'll be happy. They said one day we won't have to fight. One day we won't cry. We won't die. That one day we won't break. They said one day we'll have freedom. See, I've been waiting for that day for a long time. We've been waiting for so many some days and one days that I can't even tell this day apart from the next day. We've been marking our calendars. We've been waiting for the clock to strike, waiting for freedom's hour like a ball drop on New Year's. Justice is a name that doesn't ring any bells. Hope's clock just struck midnight and strength didn't leave any glass slippers behind. We don't know where to find them. One day we'll be equal. One day little black and brown faces will speak joy. One day our cries will be heard, our voices bellowed from the loudest peaks. One day the silence won't continue to drown out our laughter. They said one day we'll be free. I guess I'll just count the days until that someday.
Good evening. My name is Antoine Wright. I was a mentor with the Cherry Hill and Lakeland Higher Achievement Centers. Tonight, I present to you the poem, Knock, Knock. Who's there? Yeah, I don't recognize that voice. And I dare not open that box because I don't want to cause another choice that has me seeing the locks. And let me stand near the... Can anyone hear that? Each time I fear that rising tombs and fear caps, and I ain't about that, so would you please tell me who you... Nah, man. This one has a subtle rumble. This one feels like a treble tussle. You know, let me pull on my stubble. Pensive? Yeah, man. I can't be all trouble, toil, and bubble. These cats is out here on the heated rubble talking some distant planets ain't so far away. But my planet is so hard to stay on. Can anyone find Gaia? Yo, they make me stand in virtual fires. Call themselves teachers, yet I'm inspired to hire YouTube and IG, yet I'm a screen. Why can't you see? Yo, I'm trying hard, dog. I'm not trying to be mean. But you try flying when your ticket to dream sits in press releases behind masks and vaccines. You try developing a sense of social clean, but can't understand the tone alone sings. Can't comprehend the grip a home brings when the classroom was the peace and zen you now ring. Yeah, it's all good. The pawns have a hero's ring. But does normal also mean my lungs don't get clean? Does normal also mean books off the bindings, buses off the timings, parents off the job things? Does normal to you mean the numbers on the screen mean more than the breath of a filled soul sings? Is anyone out there hearing me? I'm trying to get out of this screen, out of this mask, out of this dream, because there's a life out there. Let me see what it means to breathe. Knock, knock.